Okay, so you clicked on this video because I know it's a catchy headline. I think you're wasting your time by only door knocking. Now there's a lot of other contractors out there that run their whole business based on door knocking. Well, I'm here with both Chase Barron and Sean Smith from SkyyGuard. They're the co-owners of the company. They've built their company very similar to the way I've built my company, and we're just big believers on there are better ways to land jobs than just knocking doors. Let's get started. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, my name is Blenkinsopp. I'm the owner of a company called Digital Roofing Innovations. We're a licensed general contractor and roofing contractor in over 9 states. I'm also a U.S. military veteran. All of us actually serve together, which is really cool for me to be out here in Denver with them on their project. And just so happens that I own my company out of North Alabama. They own their company out of Denver. And we've both been in business around the same amount of times. We've been in business, what, about three and a half years now total? We started just a little bit ahead of them, but Chase and Sean has actually already landed a larger project than what we've ever done. And in this video, we're going to concentrate a little bit about why we think door knocking can be effective, but why you're wasting a lot of your time doing that and missing out on being able to grow and scale your company. Okay, so I'm gonna let these guys take kind of the lead role on this next part of the video. With Digital Roofing Innovations, we started off just doing residential roofing. We were out door knocking every day. Obviously, I have a digital marketing background just like these guys do. So I knew the power of digital marketing, and I also knew that we could learn how to do relationship type sales and do not just building relationships with homeowners, but also building relationships with property management companies, insurance agents, real estate agents. And we put all of that into what we would call a lead generation type system. And we, just like you guys, never, ever paid for a lead off Home Advisor, Angie's List. And after we did door knocking a little bit, my company doesn't door knock at all, and these guys do very little door knocking. We are completely out of residential. All we do is federal government work and small commercial work, and these guys still do residential work, but they've also started doing a lot of commercial jobs, and particularly very large commercial jobs. I'm not gonna give the exact dollar amount on this project, but it's in excess of $1 million, correct? Well guys, so if you've been in business less than 3 years, how have you went from just knocking residential doors to landing a project like this? How did that happen?
We've always been big believers in digital marketing,
right?
We really believe that it's important for you to have a strong digital presence online,
right?
But ultimately, it was the door knocking that actually generated the revenue for us to be able to invest into a digital marketing strategy. You have to start from somewhere.
Absolutely.
But with the pandemic that happened, for us, door knocking just wasn't something that we wanted to be going after.
So you guys, your first 2 years, you knocked doors hard, and then starting. You obviously had other lead generation processes in place, but this year you had to look at different ways on generating work because you couldn't door knock, right?
Right.
For the most part.
Right. So instead, what we did was we would digital door knock, and that was really just picking up phones, going through finding property management companies. We've got some really awesome relationships with some property management companies, and it's those jobs that have actually carried us over, and really allowed us to invest more into our digital marketing and not be out there actually knocking doors.
Right.
We've actually been we've received phone calls and actually written contracts after roofer A went to whatever door and knocked on it, inspected the roof and let them know that it was damaged.
Right.
That homeowner then turned around, went online, found us, and gave us a call.
Well, it was crazy too, Sean. You guys have went from being just a residential roofing company. Now you guys are a licensed general contracting company, right? So
yes, sir.
you can handle, like, while roofing is your main trade, you guys are officially a general contracting company, so you can manage multiple trades. And on this project, you actually had hired just a full roofing company to handle all the roofing in this, right?
Yes. And one thing I would probably say is I know a lot of guys that are probably watching this, they believe door knocking is the best thing. Don't get it wrong. It's very efficient, especially when you have a low income. But one way of looking at it is think of your online platform, your digital marketing, as an employee. First, you're going to start paying him little, see how well he does. As it grows, it's just going to be a really expensive employee. Like instead of hiring 5 people to knock doors, you're hiring one expensive employee to bring you people on the internet. And you got to look at it how you want to set that up, but it's moving towards the future, and people can't knock doors right now. So.
I think it's a really good point the way you talk about an employee, because I think a lot of people think about marketing in general as they think it's an expense when it's really an investment, just like you do an employee. Because when you hire a new employee, you don't look at an employee as an expense, you look at them as an investment.
Right.
You expect that employee that you hire to add more to your bottom line, just with a digital marketing program. And guys, you've heard me talk about door knocking and stuff. I also am a big fan of building relationships. I mean, these guys have a couple property managers that they work, and we call that negotiated work on some of my other videos. And if you guys are looking at like how to build a referral network, I've actually done videos on how to get insurance agents and how to get real estate agents as a referral network, and I'm going to be doing one on property management soon. But if you just knock doors all day, there's a finite amount of hours a week. There's 168 you have, and there's only so many how much time you have. And so if you dedicate all that time to just knocking doors, it doesn't allow you to put these other processes and programs in place. And in my opinion, you're sure as hell not going to go out and win, $1 million plus commercial deals if you're just knocking residential roofing jobs all the time. Would you guys agree with that?
I don't think it's going to happen.
And like I said, we've built our companies very similarly but different. We have a certain niche that we go after. We mainly do federal government contracting now at Digital Roofing Innovations. They still do residential roofing. They just are not out knocking doors all the time, but they're wanting to do a lot more of these big commercial jobs, and that's exactly how they've been able to do it. Is while door knocking does work and it helps you build money, but the whole goal of door knocking was so you guys could start doing this, correct?
Yep, correct. Absolutely.
And in less than 3 years, it's absolutely fascinating to me.
Oh, it wasn't a door that we knocked on that got us on this job, I can tell you that.
And if you guys are contractors out there and you feel like you're stuck in the mud, I'm not just telling you this because I've done it. I'm telling you because they've done it too. And Chase and Sean, did you guys have roofing backgrounds before you started your company?
No.
Nope.
Well, and they did the same thing I did. They went and worked for a roofing contractor for a little bit of time. They worked for a roofing contractor a year. I did work for one about 6 months, and then we just started our companies. So, and I do not have a construction background either. So now we're all licensed general contractors. We're all doing jobs well in excess of $100,000 a year, and it's just because we made a commitment to wanting to do bigger work and not knock doors our entire career. So if you're a door knocker and you want to knock doors, I'm not hating on you, neither are they. But if you're a contractor out there or a salesman wanting to get bigger projects, this is how you do it. If you are a door knocker, keep knocking doors, but I highly recommend you invest on online marketing because you'll probably double your sales. Well guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video with Chase and Sean, the co-owners of SkyyGuard. They're a general construction company right here in Denver, Colorado. Again, being that we were friends, we all served in the same submarine together. I really appreciate them having us out here, allowing us to shoot some videos. Again, if you enjoyed the video, guys, give us a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. If you enjoy our content, give us a subscribe. There's plenty more coming down the road. And always at Digital Roofing Innovations, we believe in using a modern approach with traditional values. And if you didn't like my sunglasses, these are the only ones I have here in Denver, so give me a break.